In order for us to begin using Word and then mastering Word, we need to understand what's called the ribbon. You're going to find the ribbon up on top here where we're going to have our tabs, we're going to have groups, and we're going to have other elements we're going to discuss in a little bit. But essentially your ribbon is your toolbar. It's your way of navigating throughout all the different components within Word. Now if we look at the different components within the ribbon, you're going to see here we have something called tabs, which is going to essentially be home, insert, draw, design. Within each tab, you're going to have these things called groups. So inside of the home tab, I have the font group. I have the paragraph group. If I look at, for example, insert, you're going to see here I have the illustrations group. I have the media group, etc. So the way that Word and Microsoft has designed this is to essentially give you a sequence to kind of help you sort of tell a story. So for example, if I want to insert a table, you can see here is the table group. If I want to insert an illustration, you can see there's a whole illustrations group right there. Now you will also notice that there are these little guys right there. I like to call them dimples, but what Microsoft calls them is the dialog box launcher, because that's exactly what happens when you click on it. So if I do click on this, you're going to see a whole bunch of options now appear. You can see here I have my font options that, you know what, I may see some of them here, but I might be able to get even more advanced options like different effects and strike through and different casing options, etc. You can even go even deeper than that for some character spacing, etc. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. Now, if you're not sure what they do, you can always move your mouse over it. You can see this is telling you, oh, would you like to fine-tune the layout of the current paragraph, including spacing, indentation, and more. Now note that not all of them have that. My font group does, my paragraph group does, my styles group does, but let's go to, let's say, another tab. Let's say, for example, the layout tab. You'll see here like arrange does not have that. Let's go back to insert. You can see a lot of these do not have that. Okay, now let's go ahead and come back to our home tab. Now, in terms of some of these other tooltips, let me just take a little sidebar to explain that every single one of these icons has what we call a tooltip, meaning it's going to help you and guide you in case you don't know what some of these options are. So if I move my mouse over the B, you're going to see it's going to tell me, make your text bold. If I move my mouse over this, you're going to see here it says paste, and in parentheses it's going to tell you the keyboard shortcut and a little description. Add content on the clipboard to your document. And we can go to even more complex, more advanced options. You want to teach yourself, go here to insert and then just try table. You'll see here, it tells you what those are. So definitely worth exploring what all these things do. Don't overwhelm yourself, but it's very important to understand, hey, you know what? The program is there to teach you. I'm going to go ahead and go back to home now. Now, I want to talk about another very important part of the ribbon, and this is something called the contextual tab. All right, now the contextual tab will only appear when you've clicked on something that needs extra options to show. So for example, if I double click on this image here, you're going to see a new tab now appear. Let me go ahead and just click away. Notice how that tab then disappeared. I'm going to double click again on this. You can see here that new tab now appears. This is now going to give me more options for this picture. Let me go ahead and try a different one. I'm going to double click on the outside margin here, and when I do that, you're going to see it's a nice trick to now show the header and footer options. And notice that did not show up there until I double clicked inside that header. I'm going to go ahead and double click back, and then notice how the header and footer contextual tab now disappears. It will only show up when you need those options. Really cool, but a little bit of a nuance that we may not expect or have been exposed to yet. Let's go ahead now and explore the File menu. The File menu can be found in the upper left, you can see there, and when you click on File, you're going to see a lot of our administrative options, like creating a new document, finding all of our templates here, opening up pre-existing documents, and you can see here there's all kinds of different settings where it's going to save some of your old files, going into your folders, and you can even pin some of your folders for quick and easy access, and then of course browsing into your computer to see all of your files. But you'll also see some of our kind of standard favorites like save, save as, printing, and even exporting to a PDF if you'd like to. And then if you'd like to go down to some more advanced options to really customize the program, you can very easily do that. I'm going to go ahead and go back by clicking on this back button in the upper left, and now I'm back to the main document. Now let's talk about how we can view the ribbon in different ways. Now what I want to do in this case is I want to minimize the ribbon because I'd really like to see my document more than I'd like to see all these tools. So very easily I can just double click on any one of these tab names and you'll notice how it then collapses. If I click once on there, notice how it's going to come up, but when I click away, it then collapses again. But this time I want it to reappear permanently, so I'm going to do another double click. And now that's locked into place. All right. Now you will also see some other options here. You'll notice this little drop down. When you click on that, you're going to see here, you can put your whole document into full screen mode. And again, it tells you exactly what it does. Show tabs only, which is essentially what I did before when I just double clicked on it. I'm going to double click again. And then finally, you'll see this option where I'm at right now. Later on, we are going to talk about the quick access toolbar. So let's go ahead and put a pin in that for later. Okay, now the last couple of things I want to talk about is getting help. Now you will see that there's this help menu right here. You can contact Microsoft support. You can give them feedback potentially on some things that you'd like to see in future versions. There's training online and also seeing what's new here. So definitely worth exploring those. Now, one of my favorite features is this search tool. Now you'll notice here when I mouse over it, it's going to say, just start typing here to bring features to your fingertips and to get help. Let's go ahead and try that out. When I click on search, I'm just going to go ahead and just start typing out insert a table. Now when I do that, not only is it going to give me some information about what it is, right? You can see here I can get help on it. You can also find in the document, but what this top part is, it's a set of actions. So you can see here is insert table, and now this takes me right to the dialog box to insert a table. Let's go ahead and try that in a different way. I'll try that again, insert a table, and I want you to notice here that we also have the ability to get directly to the dialog box. So pretty neat. So if you didn't know what to do, you can always go through this search. Not very well advertised, but incredibly, incredibly valuable. All right, I'm going to go ahead and return back to my home tab. And what I recommend is just take a few minutes, pause the video, and just mouse over some of these icons, playing around with the ribbon, go a little bit deeper just to really learn the culture of the program, see what it has to offer, and eventually it'll become second nature to you.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.